Gotham Knights, running on PlayStation 5, uh, and I'm playing it on 2025. After playing my first Batman game was Arkham Knight, so coming from that, I had really high expectations. Obviously, that was not the only superhero game I played since then. After Arkham Knight, I've played Marvel Spider-Man Remastered. Okay, I didn't play Marvel Spider-Man, I just played the remaster version. But this game, when it was announced, I was super excited for it because it was something different. And also because Nightwing is my favorite character, and the fact that I could play as Nightwing through the entire story was pretty amazing. Sure, it had some co op elements, but I just like playing my games solo. I'm not that good when it comes to teamwork, I guess. I just like to play games at my own leisure. So, coming back to Gotham Knights, this it has a dual identity. It has a double life. One of its life is just its single player story. If you just look at this game as a single player story, it's actually pretty decent. It's not that bad. Yes, it gets a little bit predictable at the end, but it has a really solid story, and the beginning of the game is pretty amazing. So that's good. And I really feel that Gotham Knights was supposed to be a linear game. Like the Belfry should have been the hub, and then you just go from one mission to the next. I felt that that was the original plan, and they just kind of shoehorned the open world into it. Because I don't know, because the levels which you play are so detailed uh, when compared to the open world. Yes, the open world looks good, but the lighting, everything in the interior looks much more better than the outdoors. And the second part, which is the gear system. I don't know why do you need a gear system in a game like this. If you're just playing co-op, I mean this is not a live what do you call it? A game where you all of you just team up to take out a few bad guys. This is primarily a single player story in which you both of you two players can team up to take out few villains. So there was absolutely no need for them to go to include all this horrible inventory system. Just do what you did in previous Arkham games, or just do what Spider-Man does. That's good. Okay, and the other thing is, now you might be wondering, okay, this game might look a bit different for me, and that's because they have included something which I hope every game does, and that is the ability to adjust the brightness, contrast, saturation. These three I think are pretty good. Oh, thank you, Via, for tuning in. I was just talking about Gotham Knights. Now, so let me show you my graphics. The reason it looks a little bit different, a little bit darker and a bit moody, is because of these settings. Now the settings which I have used are, let me show you the settings. Brightness at 66, contrast at 80, saturation at 20. So the game is a little bit more darker, a little bit more moody, at least in my opinion. Now, let me show you how the game looks without any of these adjustments. So, yeah. I mean, this looks good too. I just got used to the moody art style, and the other reason I did that is because I feel like the character is not connected to the world in dark scenes. Like what I mean is, here, let me show you. So, when I'm under a light, okay, he feels like he's in place. Like the colors, the light which is shining on the ground is the same color which is shining on him. So you know what? Yeah, this looks pretty good. He doesn't feel out of place and anything. But as soon as I go to a suitably darker area, he still feels. Let me just go a bit higher. Let me just. Look at this. He just feels a bit more. It feels like there's always a spotlight on the character, and the way I can show you is if let me show you. If I just reduce the brightness of the screen, okay, he looks good in this suit. Wait, sorry, that was a step up. Yeah, let me go to some other suit because this was the best suit I could find, and which yeah, anything is fine. Okay, so let me just. Yeah, this. As long as there's a little bit of light, he looks good. But I feel like if you go to a suitably dark environment or a dark place, let me try to find this one for you. Yeah, see this. Uh, look at this thing, the green one. It's suitably more darker, and it feels like there's always a spotlight on the character, which I'm not a big fan of. Oh, and the other cool thing is that yeah, if I go to yes, suitably, I don't know, in dark places it just looks a bit different. He looks fine if okay, he looks fine in this part of Gotham. So let me just yeah, let me just show you the south side and tell you what I mean. Because this was such a bother for me. It's not bothering me. Maybe it doesn't. It's not gonna bother other people. Yeah, look at this wall. This wall is suitably darker, and you can barely see any details because there's barely any light shining on it. But my character is suitably bright. And that's what I don't understand. I don't know why they've made it that way. Okay, coming for the combat. Okay, I'm way too overpowered for this. So as soon as there's a light, it looks good. But okay, if I go to this dark place, the light, the minimum the brightness of the character doesn't change. That's probably because I feel like there's a spotlight on it, on him. So let me just. Okay, tribute asylum. No. And the costumes, I feel like it's a hit and miss for some places. It's a bit too much. And from a blackout, it's not actually blackout, so tribute asylum. Which color? Yep, I think I'll just go with the first one. No. Okay, so if I go to a place like this, okay, let me show you this. Barely, look at this. There's a certain glow to the character, which is always present, and it just bugs me so much because this is a dark game, and I don't know if other people see it, but I see it a bit more than others. As soon and luckily this night is considerably brighter, so it doesn't bother me that much. But on other nights, it doesn't look that good. Now, That I think that's enough negative out of the way. The another negative thing is when they added the co-op element. They said, and co-op was the reason that the game is running on 30 FPS. I thought, you know what? Uh, there's no limited space in which characters can interact. I can be in one side of the town, you can be another side of the town. So I guess that would make sense. So I guess that, but, but, if you're playing just single player mode, why, why am I still locked at 30 FPS? The reasoning which you have given me shouldn't still be valid now. Now, that is, and the frame rate. The frame rate in this game, at least right now, is pretty stable. This is what I'm saying. There's a little bit of an extra glow on the character, even if you're in a dark place. I just can't. I don't know. It just look at this. The colors doesn't match. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Okay, that's and if you're playing it on, like, I've bought this game both on PlayStation 5 and Series X, and it is better in PlayStation 5, and not just because of the frame rate. And the reason I'm saying it's better is because there is an animation problem on Xbox Series X. On Xbox, though it's running on 30 FPS, there's a little bit of frame pacing issue on the character movement, so it doesn't actually feel smooth. And look at this. Why do you have to go that far? Why did you have to go that far? Yeah. So yeah. So if you're buying it still, like, okay, it's not worth $60, but if you're just getting it on sale, I think it's completely worth it because the story is not that bad, and all of the missions which you play are pretty are good enough. The stealth is not that good, but for like a $5, $10 game, it's more than enough. Now, that's enough of the negative part. Let's just talk about some positives. Now I have compared this game to Arkham Knight and Spider-Man, and obviously they do a lot of things better than Gotham Knights. But one of the things that I feel like Gotham Knights does better than Spider-Man 2. Now you must be wondering, okay, what did they do that it was so much better? And the thing I'm talking about is, in Spider-Man, you could only choose 4 abilities at once. If you wanted something different, you had to go into abilities, change the ability, and then you could obviously, you had 8 abilities, but you had only 4 ability slots, so you had to mix and match. But in Gotham Knights, this is brilliant. Look at this. So I just press the right bumper R1, the ability will pops up. You don't have to keep this. I just kept it for this video. And if you press the attack, like for example, if you so the way it works is, if you press the right bumper and press any of the face button, the triangle, square, circle, or X, it does the first ability, and if you press and hold, it does the next ability on it. Like for example, if I pressed right bumper and X, he does this. But if I press right bumper and hold on X, he does his secondary move. So yeah, I mean, you can see places where there was some parts of it are crafted with care and attention. Some of it are just not. I feel like the management of this game was not particularly well done. Like, the city literally is interconnected. Like, it really is. You find sewers, you can just go through places and reach another side of the city from the underground. And I must say, that is something. They could have just made the world going from one place to another, but they try to make the world interconnected. Like, if you go on foot, you'll find a lot of different things that you wouldn't normally find. This is an actual interconnected city, and that is really interesting to say the least. And there are graffiti everywhere. It's like for example, I have no idea what it's written, and it's raining all most of the time. It's not as intense as Arkham Knight, but it's still pretty decent. And the other thing is, I don't feel like all of the characters are consistently strong enough. Like, for example, if you choose Red Hood, he's mostly supposed to be a brawler and slamming type of character. But unfortunately, once you get to the boss moves, you cannot use any of those things. Stealth is lackluster in this game anyway, and Robin's special ability to teleport people out of the way, it's super restrictive. Like you have to be in a certain angle, and for that, and maybe it's the my favoritism to Nightwing. It says like for me, Nightwing is the best character because he has a bit of everything. Like for example, if you go to any electrical box, and let me show you. Let me maybe there should be somewhere on the rooftops. Let me show if there is an electrical box somewhere. There should be an electrical box. Man, I find them so all the time when I'm not looking for them. But when I actually want to show people something, I just barely find it. Oh, Nightwing. Oh, and also another thing is Nightwing, hands down, has the best momentum ability in the game. Sure, it looks goofy like a Fortnite glider. I mean, that's what I do not understand. They had the Batwing. They could have just used a miniaturized version of Batwing for everybody else. But no, they gave weird abilities to everyone. Oh, another cool thing that only Nightwing, like normally for momentum abilities to activate, you have to be in air. But since there's no jump button, the only way you can do it is if you using a grappling hook, jump or dislodge. Check this out. And yeah, that's the only way to get your ability for everybody else except Nightwing. Nightwing can do it all on his own. Oh. Okay, so let me show you the ability thing I was talking about. So let's try some combat. And I feel Nightwing's animations are pretty sweet. Oh, Nightwing has the ability to regenerate his momentum, and using momentum abilities regains his health. Okay, everything is gonna die in one hit because I'm super OP right now. But yeah, and coming on the suits, at least for Nightwing, I feel like they're a bit hit and miss. I get it what they're going for, but look at this. You cannot completely turn your character, you can only turn it halfway. Why? Why can't I just turn the character completely? Blue and orange is not a good color. This looks good. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. This looks good. Not for me. Not for me. The whole point of Nightwing is that he shows his face, at least part of it. And I think this just completely throws him off. Yeah, this could be Nightwing. This could be Nightwing. This is Nightwing. This is definitely. Okay, this is definitely Nightwing. This, not so much. Yes, this is Nightwing. Definitely not Nightwing. Yeah, this could be Nightwing. Oh, you can see that weird glow thing I was talking about. Am I the only one who sees that, or oh, now as I was saying, Nightwing can use his momentum ability without launching himself because he has a jump button. Well, he doesn't have a jump button, but he has an ability where he pounces on enemies. So if you press and hold the right bumper and then press X once and then press this, he can just go on his own. Obviously, it's going to cost you one momentum ability, but since Nightwing can just generate momentum like crazy while he's dodging and regain his health while he's using his momentum abilities, it shouldn't be much of a matter. And I feel the suits are a bit hit and miss for everyone. And this is just too much, man. Look at this. Unlocking all the styles is such a grind in this game. Not gonna lie. Unlocking suit colors is a grind. Unlocking everything is grind. Why could I just? They could have just given us that, but no. They had to make this as hard as possible. So should you play Gotham Knights? Look, if it's on sale, and the combat is good, it's a bit different from Arkham games. It's a combination of Gotham Knights. Sorry, it's a combination of Spider-Man. Okay, if I had to say this was a combination of Spider-Man and Arkham Knight, but the most accurate representation would be that this is like Assassin's Creed Origins without the parry mechanic. That's it. Oh, and Bat Cycle. I feel the camera work is not that good because you don't feel the impact of the Bat Cycle and it doesn't go that fast. Now, I did enjoy the story of Gotham Knights and I did play it twice, once on Xbox and once on PlayStation, and that's only because I love the character of Nightwing. The game is, and that's the only Nightwing game we have. The traversal is, okay, to be frank, it's a pretty lackluster game. But if it's on sale, I think you should definitely just buy it. It's an enjoyable story. Sure, and for the most part, you can just ignore all the gear stuff. Whatever you get is more than enough. You don't have to keep on upgrading. You don't have to get the latest stuff. You don't have to this, get that. And that's it. The city is beautiful. The graphics, the colors are good. Okay. Okay, let me show you the combat. Okay, this is GCPD. Probably shouldn't hurt them, but this game doesn't have any precautions for doing that, so look at this. I can just and okay, that was the coolest ability, and he has this, and he has this, where he just basically becomes the Flash. What it does is just increases his action speed for everything, whether attacking, defending, jumping around, which makes it feel a little bit more like Arkham game. And you can just pretend to be the Flash. He can just pretend to be the Flash. He's not that fast, but it's kind of just a funny gimmick, I guess. Okay, can I combine it with? Yeah, he does seem a little bit more faster. Nope, that was just the effect. Okay, if you want to, that's all I have to say, man. Gotham Knights, it's a little bit of a hard game to defend. It's not a bad game, but it just doesn't live up to the other superhero games. It's completely fine if you get it on sale, but it's not worth the entire full price. Definitely not. And it doesn't have any DLC, and there's a weird boss rush mode is, eh. If you just love the characters of Robin, Nightwing, or Red Hood, and if you want to play as them, yes, I think they fully, at least they try their best to make the characters relatable. Okay. There's one more combat system and. Uh, See, it's not that tough too. So that's it. If you're interested in Gotham Knights, it's on sale right now on PlayStation. Just you can just buy it. That's it.